rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got to turn and face the camera. Show that you're real people who have faces. Okay, how many of you drink coffee? You don't drink coffee? Just tea? Why don't you drink coffee? I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, this is nasty.
Because it's nasty. It's bitter, right? Okay, that's what most people who drink it. Do you raise your hand if you drink it black? Okay, if you don't drink it black, if you add creamer, sweetener, doctored up, it's usually because it's really bitter, right? Okay, so if you think coffee is bitter, or if you love coffee altogether, the French press is the best way to enjoy coffee, all the flavors of it, the notes, the oils of it, and have fun making it. So I was born in San Francisco, and then I moved to Seattle. I worked at Starbucks. And when you're in Starbucks, their program, they make you take a French press coffee making class, and I thought it was really eye-opening. So, no fancy machine, no noisy coffee pot, just a simple French press. So let's make some coffee. This is a carafe, and to save time, I've already done this, but you would typically add some hot water to it, let it sit for about a minute, and then discard that water, and so your glass is already hot. What happens if you put hot water in a cold glass? Does anybody know? It'll shatter, yep. And it just kind of slows the process down. So you'll need a French press. Some are plastic, most are glass. This is the lid right here, and it's on this rod, and attached to the end of the rod is filters. And then like this spring thing, which kind of pushes the filters up against the edge of the carafe. You will need 6 to 8 tablespoons of good coffee. This is Vietnamese Arabica coffee, and you want it really coarsely ground. So coarse means not fine. You want it the consistency of breadcrumbs. And then you want something to stir it with. I use this, or you can use like a wooden spoon, something that's heat safe. I wouldn't use metal. Metal actually, when you put it in hot water with coffee, changes the flavor of it. And then you're gonna want hot water, which is about 195 to 200 degrees, which I have here. Some people like to use tablespoons and timers. You can use those too. I don't. So, and then you'll need your favorite mug, but I brought little coffee things for you guys to try. So here's the first step. After you've discarded that hot water and your carafe is warm, you are going to add your coffee grounds, which this is 7 tablespoons of coarse ground coffee. And then you're going to take your hot water and you're just going to fill it up about halfway. Does that look like half? And then you let it sit for a minute. And what's happening here is called the first bloom. It's where the coffee degasses, and it's actually going to form a crust on the top, which sounds kind of gross, but the coffee's rising actually to the top. And so that's why you get all these bubbles, is all the gases. And after about a minute, you'll take your stirring device. You're gonna break up that crust really quick, stir it around, okay? And then once you've done that, you will add your water the rest of the way, all the way to the top, about 2 inches from the top. However, the best way to do that is just to find that metal ring. All of them will have a ring at the top, and just stop there. And then you'll wait about 4 minutes. This is where you would set your timer. And this is the process called steeping, where some of you who make tea might understand you let that coffee grounds just sit in there and steep for 4 minutes. So let's say it's been 4 minutes. You're gonna hold the lid with one hand, take your hand on the top, very firmly but slowly push down, applying pressure. What this is doing now is separating the grinds from the liquid, but if you go too fast, you won't get those oils that the coffee releases, and that's really what helps the coffee to not be bitter and helps you taste all the notes of the plant, where it was grown, the influences that the earth had on it, how long it's spent in the sun, the process of roasting it. So the slower you go, the better you'll get that good flavor, and you'll get less coffee grounds in it. Okay, and now you just leave it like this. You don't pull this back up, you leave it. and you get to try it. So, does anybody have any questions on the process? Seems pretty simple, right? Okay, let's try it.